miles under their belts. They know a little bit about the tracks. They know about the power of the Kawasaki's and the Boonshu Hondas. So it's up to the rest to actually get close to the top four.
Well, they know what to expect there, man. They know what the pace is. They've been able to look at the sectors, like we looked at the sector times. They'll know where they're weak. They can change their bike setups and maybe their lines to try and put the perfect lap together. Because to stay with those front four riders, Des, it's going to take 6 or 7 or 8 perfect laps if you want to be there at the final. And we know how close it is. Let's remember that this race come down to 0.1 yesterday.
It was the closest race I have ever had the privilege of commentating on yesterday, 0.001. Here are the 15 starters in row number 1. Andy Mohammed FADLY looking to go better than yesterday when a mechanical problem put him out on the last lap. Isam Iqbal had a terrific race alongside Eiki Aoshi, the young Japanese, also on the Kawasaki. Charles Shazros Yuzi looking out for him, and Anji Setiawan with Wayu Nugroho, the teenager, on bike number 89 for Yamaha Racing Indonesia in P6. P7, another Indonesian, the always fast Ray Ratukore for the 1XOX team. Vorapong Malwan, the fastest of the TVS riders. There's 3 TVS bikes on the grid, and Daniel Shami, a young Malaysian from the Apache ZK Racing team. On row 4, we move on to Shafiq Ayman Fauzi. Idlan Hakimi Radwan, yesterday's race winner by the narrowest of margins. The 16-year-old was in tears of joy. Muzakir Mohammed on bike number 92 in P12. And completing, we've got the 2 Indian racers, Jagan Kumar from TVS on the TVS Apache, alongside him KY Ahmed, and they will be looking to get just a little bit ahead of each other. And finally, the Hong Kong competitor Yong Nang Tse from the Victor Racing team.
Yeah, really looking forward to getting this one underway. It's going to be so exciting. Andy Mohammed FADLY, no points on the board. If he wants to win the championship this year, he can't afford to have another mechanical. He can't afford to have another DNF in any shape or form today. He really does have to come out and win this one. Akiyoshi getting some good points for Kawasaki though. Very, very impressive ride from him. Good to see. I'm super impressed. But as I said, there's a few guys out there that you need to keep your eyes on. 4 or 5 guys can win, and guys from back down the pack as well. So really looking forward. We heard from Ray Ratakuri, another guy that could be up there towards the end of the race.
My eyes very much on those light, fluffy clouds above. The weather forecast is for rain, is for showers. Luckily, we've not had them. The worst thing for the rider, though, is if these showers suddenly appear in the middle of the race.
Yeah, if that happens in this race, not as bad because these bikes are fitted with treaded tyres, so not quite as bad for these machines.
15 starters. The Honda camp looking composed at the moment. The Kawasaki, Andy Mohammed FADLY. Hopefully they've sorted out that gear problem. I believe it was a gear problem that he had that you called instantaneously. And just behind them, bike number 24 is Isam Iqbal. The young Malaysians on the Idemitsu Bunshu Honda team have certainly made their presence felt. It's a small starting grid, just 15 riders, so contact should be kept to a minimum. I use that advisedly. We are all set. Bike 37, the Japanese Kiyoshi. Next to him, Isam Iqbal and Andy Mohammed FADLY. For half the race yesterday was absolutely imperious. 8 laps of the race, and we are underway. And again, decent start from Andy Mohammed FADLY, P4 as well. Cheryl Shazras also gets off to a good start. Nice clean start from all of the riders, Steve Martin.
Yeah, Andy FADLY in the perfect position. You can just see everybody jockeying, and there's a lot of guys up the inside there, but it's FADLY who's wide and sweeps around the outside into the lead with his teammate Akiyoshi right behind him. In 3rd position, not 100% sure who that is at the moment, but it is one of the Boonshu Hondas.
Yesterday's race winner, Idlan Hakimi, who started in P11, so you can't really expect him to get up into the early chasing positions, but I think that's him in P6.
Yeah.
Somebody slid off.
Not sure that
is it Iqbal? No, it's just behind Iqbal.
Yeah, not 100% sure who that is, but it's definitely a red and blue bike. Could be the TVS, it could be Ikmal. We'll find out very shortly when we...
Not Ikmal, it's one of the TVS, as you called. Shout Suzy.
It's all over. He's just checking the handlebars. Can he get the bike running? Doesn't look like it. We can just see here as they head around. He's almost run into the back there. Just lost it as he's come around. The bike's span. You can just see that the front end loss caused the back to come round on him, and a low side. The bike spins over in the background, but just pushing too hard on new tyres too early. That was his issue there. A little bit wide as well, looking for the way around the outside there, but the end of the day, and lessons to be learned from the young rider.
That could well be as a result of yesterday knowing that he has to push just that little bit harder to get closer to the front three. Bike 24 is Ikmal on the tail of the two Kawasaki's of MOHAMMAD FADLY, who wants to get yesterday out of his system. Iyoshi is still in there as well. Where is the bike number 19? I think he's through into P4 at the moment, yeah.
Big gap. He's got a lot more work to do if he's going to be able to catch up to the leading trio at the moment, but Idlan Hakimi with a lot of work to do.
Kawasaki is leading around into the start.
High side out of the first turn there, and disappointed, tries to stand up, can't. The wind's knocked out of his sails, and the results from yesterday out the window.
Well, talk about racing, bringing you down a peg or two.
And then there was three.
He's limping away, and so we've got the two Kawasaki's. Yesterday was MOHAMMAD FADLY who suffered a misfortune. Today, Idlan Hakimi maybe. Actually, that's good work from Izam. He will come through in P2 behind MOHAMMAD FADLY. It'll be 4 laps to go at the end of this, so we are midway through this fascinating race where yesterday's race winner has already crashed out. These front three look like they're going to compete for the podium places, but you never say...
Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. He's really starting to push now. Ikmal pushed way too hard into turn 1. Managed to gather it up, but if he makes a mistake and loses half a second, he's going to be in big trouble, because this group is on lap record pace. If you lose a half a second in this group to catch it back up, it's going to be difficult. Importantly for the championship, for Andy Fadley, and I'm sure it's in the back of his mind, yesterday's race winner, Idlan Hakimi, is out of the race. So the race winner who got the maximum points yesterday will score no points. Must it be? Oh, we've got a faller in the background there. Got a faller in the background.
Just in the 1XOX, I think it's Shafiq Ayman.
Shafiq Ayman's fallen down. Unfortunately for him, he was in that involved in that second group there. It's not. That's Ray Radikuri there in front. Is it?
It's Ray.
It's Ray Radikuri that's gone down. No, he didn't need that, did he? Bites the dust. Manages. The bike should be fairly okay. Hopefully, he can pick it up and get some points. Back out front, it's the two Kawasaki's. The Motul Manual Tech Racing team. A little bit of a name change for the team this year. They've gone from KYT to Motul Manual Tech Racing. I like it. It runs smooth, and the bikes are obviously performing brilliantly out there. New Motul sticker on the side of the bike too, which really stands out.
Ikmal trying to stick close to that new livery. There's the 1-2-3 battle for purse. First, Anji Setiawa, Waina Groha, Muzake Mohammed, Shafiq Ayman, Ratakore, of course, has disappeared from that group because he crashed out. Well, didn't crash out. He slid off on the end of the previous lap. Just about here is where his incident occurred.
Yeah, he was helped off there, let's say. Did get a little bit of a touch on the inside, which wasn't conducive to staying on 2 wheels.
And the biggest lead that we have for any individual.
Andy Fadley to go all the way down the straight without getting past in the slipstream. He knows that he's starting to break these guys, but what he doesn't know is that Aki in the background there is right on his rear wheel again, and it won't be long, I'm sure, before he takes over the lead. But very important period of the race now. Can't afford to drop back, as we in moments will be starting the final lap.
Yeah, these three are 13 seconds clear of the second group. This has been real consistency. 2:27.452 and 2:27.518, the relative lap times. And tell you what, Isam Iqbal is just for the first time beginning to lose a little bit of ground on the Honda, Steve Martin.
He certainly is. He's lucky that this straight has got a couple of big, this track's got a couple of big long straights, and he should be able to get back in that slipstream at the important part. But he is serious as we head into the last lap with these three front runners.
Yeah, this is the final lap. Eating a little bit of dirt there. A lot of dirt indeed for Ayoshi, but he's got away with it. But that might just leave a little bit of debris on the back wheel. You never know. It could just lose a little bit of grip as they come into the corners. It's a 1-2-3 for Mohammed FADLY and Ayoshi, who's just set a really fast lap, and Isam Iqbal. Final lap of the race.
Yeah, Yoshi, even running onto the dirt, did a fastest lap of the race, a 2:26.2. The boys are really flying now. That's 0.3 quicker than their best lap in qualifying under race conditions.
Around the back, the TBS goes around the outside. He's in fifth place is Vorapong. We're keeping a close eye on that. He's ahead of behind Nugroho. Shafiq Ayman Fawzi is also in there. But it's the Kawasaki's who threatened to do this yesterday. They threatened to pull away. It's taken them until lap 8 of 8, though, for them to make that move. Mohammed FADLY leads Ayoshi. Now, how much does Ayoshi want to get back onto his teammate?
Well, I think Ayoshi doesn't want the man in front to win this one without a fight. So Akiyoshi is going to give it everything that he can. But I'll tell you what, Andy FADLY is pinpoint perfect, flat out from he's riding brilliantly at the moment, and I don't think that the others have got what it takes. It's going to be really, really difficult to beat Andy FADLY this time around.
Late on the brakes as they come up the hill into the countryside. We are into the final quarter of this last lap of the race. Mohammed FADLY on the Kawasaki. Perfect line, looks over the shoulder. They are just waiting. They'd love a 1-2. They're poised for a 1-2. Mohammed FADLY can't afford to make a mistake. The engine has been solid. Ayoshi in second, but look out for Isam Iqbal. Isam, if he's going to make a move, has got to make it on this final straight, Steve Martin.
Isam Iqbal's pulled up into the slipstream at the perfect time, right in the back wheel of Akiyoshi. He also carried a little bit more corner speed out of that corner. He should be pulling out any moment now to see if he can nip down the inside, but I reckon he's going to be happy with third. He hasn't gone through. Akiyoshi up the inside. Akiyoshi's gone wide. Iqbal could dive through. It's Andy FADLY, but Akiyoshi's gone the inside route.
And it's the victory will go to Mohammed FADLY. Ayoshi will come second. It's a Kawasaki 1-2. And Isam Iqbal, good weekend for him. He finishes in P3, but that is perfect for Kawasaki. Let's have a look at the race for P number 4. The TBS is still in that little battle, but it looks like it's going to be bike number 89, Nugroho, who comes through ahead of Anji Setiawan, or as the TBS got there, Vorapong in P5, Anji Setiawan P6, Muzakir 7, Shafiq Ayman and Daniel Shami making it down to P9. Really good race for P4.
That was a sensational race for P4. Vorapong seemed to pass 4 or 5 people on the one corner there, so pretty impressive stuff for him. But there's your 3 standout performances of this race. Mohammed FADLY, Akiyoshi, what a brilliant result for him. Fastest lap of the race for him at 2:25.6. That is seriously moving and way faster than their qualifying. Mohammed Isam Iqbal as well, really good ride for him. The Idemitsu Bunsu Honda Racing team, what a result.
Mohammed FADLY taking this one relatively comfortably ahead of his teammate Ayoshi by 0.120. Isam Iqbal, a back-to-back 3rd place for him. Nugroho, back-to-back 4th place for him. Vorapong, an improvement on yesterday's 6th. He's got 5th today. Anji Setiawan, Muzakir Mohammed and Shafiq Ayman Fawzi completing today's race winner Idlan Hakimi or Sharyl Shazros Yuzi, both of whom crashed out.